Okay, so this is a BluePrism. Okay, so what do you know about the BluePrism and RPA, robotic process automation? Anything you heard about it? Like,
RPA automation. I mean, it's like a flowchart design. I mean, designing and all, but it's
mm-hmm,
not the actual flowcharts.
mm-hmm.
So that's what I know. It's not a graphical representation, but it refers to something
Okay,
other than graphical representation.
correct,
So
correct.
that's what I know. Yeah.
Yeah. So robotic process automation is something, okay, RPA, I would say. Okay, RPA, that means robotic process automation.
Mhm.
So let me just give you some brief idea about RPA, then we
Okay.
can do it. Robotic process automation. Fine. So basically what happens, a robot does your work. Okay.
Mm.
So which type of robot? We create some virtual robot. Okay. We create
Mhm.
some virtual robot and that will mimic the human behavior. Okay.
Okay.
Virtual mimics human behavior. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So this is how robotic process automation works. Like whatever you do in your personal laptop or anywhere you do, okay, it will mimic a human. Like if you are doing some testing work, okay, whatever
Mm-hmm.
action you will perform on any screen or any application, the same thing, okay, that can be done by a robot,
Okay. Yeah.
and it can work like 24 by 7.
Mhm.
Okay, so that's the benefit of using RPA, and also overnight, and okay, overnight, sorry, it will work like overnight whenever you are not available. Okay,
Mhm.
then also it can work like unattended. Okay,
So it doesn't have a like specific time. It can do the task like any time, right? That's what you're saying, right?
yes, unattended, it can work on that unattended, right? Like when in a night time you went to home, okay, and to room, and you will not work on that time, but the robot will work unattended. That means anytime you just set the alarm type thing, like I want to trigger this execution should happen like after
Mhm.
uh, 11 p.m., okay, or maybe in the night time, mid 12, something like that. You can just set the uh, what you can say, timer, like it will start on that time only. Okay, so it
Okay.
will do that automation that will work for you on that time as well. Okay,
Oh. Mm-hmm.
so this is what the RPA, robotic process automation, is like. Whatever you do, okay, it
Mm-hmm.
will work the same. Like it can, if you are clicking on any particular location, it will also click on that. If you are opening any application, okay, it will work as the same, because it has like image type of recognition. Okay, it can, if you are clicking on this button, okay, that
Mm.
robot also will click on that particular button, and it will see like which point you have clicked, which application you opened up. Okay, everything whatever you have done, same thing will be done by a robot. Okay,
Okay. Yeah.
so that's what the robotic process automation is.
So whatever we do the process, like clicking, I mean, application,
Everything
everything.
correct.
Okay.
Like this, some of the automations, complex automations also can be handled by robotic RPA. Okay, robotic process automation. Like for example, I can say you cannot automate something like a handwritten, okay, handwritten texts. Okay, sometime you might have seen some company, they have some prescriptions or some what you can say. They have some receipts. Okay,
Mm,
receipts which are in okay, which are handwritten. Okay,
okay.
that can be automated through RPA, handwritten things.
Oh, handwritten text also.
Yes, there is some mechanism called OCR. Okay, that is called optical character recognitions. Okay, so
Okay.
this will, what it will do, OCR will, try to uh, read those handwritten things, and it will try to convert it into some, it has some existing, all the words, all the different types of, what you can say, fonts, font size, etc.
Mm-hmm.
It has already, and it will compare with those. If it finds some matches, then it will
Mm-hmm.
uh, extract those letters, and it will write, and you can do whatever you want to do with that text, and you can automate accordingly. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. OCR,
And
right? Yeah.
okay, and there are some other things as well, like complex form filling and some complex applications handling also. There are some SAP. Okay, SAP application is there. Okay, you cannot automate with the Selenium SAP, and there is a Silverlight applications as well. And there are a lot of applications, simple applications, so which cannot be automated directly through Selenium, or maybe some standalone tools. They need some plugins, or maybe some application like mainframe. Have you ever seen this mainframe tool,
Mm,
IBM
I heard
mainframe
about
tool?
I heard about it, but I don't know like what
Yes.
mainframe tools does.
Okay, so mainframe is something, have you seen in the railway ticket counter, they have like black and white screen.
Yeah, black and white screen. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, that is called mainframe. Okay,
Okay, okay.
so mainframe application, that is a
So
main.
those guys like railway guys, they'll be using like as a monitor, right? This black
Yes,
and
yes,
white.
black and
Okay,
white. Okay, so
mainframe.
that was like old legacy applications. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
nowadays no more. There, these are utilizing, like we are not using those. We are replacing with our Java and web applications nowadays,
Yeah.
because many of the company, when you go, they were working with the mainframe. Now they are moving towards this UI applications, web applications. Okay,
Okay.
because it's
Yeah.
more user friendly, because those black and white screens are not more user friendly, right?
Yeah. Those are not user friendly.
Yeah. So yeah, that's why these are the tools which cannot be automated directly with some tools. So that's why the RPA comes into picture, which can automate a lot more things which are not being automated through some standard like Selenium or maybe QTP. Okay, some
Mm-hmm.
extent QTP also doesn't work with many applications. Okay, so in that case we come up with the RPA. Okay, so in RPA, like we have many tools.
Blue Prism.
We have BluePrism. Sorry, we have BluePrism. We have automation anywhere. We
Okay.
have UI
Anyway,
path. Yeah,
yeah, UA path. Yeah, I heard about UA path. Yeah,
we
so.
have UI path. We have like, what I can say. We have something called, what was that? OpenSpan. Okay, it's from Pega.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and there is uh, workforce certify. No, 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 that's not RPA. That is general automation tool. Okay, and there are like couple of automation tools also available for RPA.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, I'll let you know. I
Okay.
just forgot. There are a lot of, okay, are there.
Yeah. Mm.
So the Blue Prism is one of them, which we'll be studying.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what is the feature and why we use Blue Prism? Why not others? And what is the difference? What is the distinct in between other tools with a Blue Prism? Right. So in Blue
Okay.
Prism, what happens is like Blue Prism has like flow diagram,
Mm.
flow diagram, and it works. It works with process and objects.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So whatever process you do, okay, and in which object you want to do that process, okay, so in that way the Blue Prism works fine.
Okay.
And the most important thing, like it can support some C sharp language as well, J sharp language, VB script, VBA. Okay, so these BB script. Okay, so these are the things. These are the language that is being supported by Blue Prism. You can do a lot more thing with Blue Prism. You can add some DLL. This is C sharp things. We'll talk more about it.
So
What is
DLL
DLL?
is like files, right? System
Yes,
files, something like that.
yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Program files, sorry.
yes. Correct. We'll talk more about that. What are the DLL? What are the all other things we'll be
Mm-hmm.
using, and web services as well. We can create, consume web services using Blue Prism. Okay, so a lot more things are present in Blue Prism. Okay, so today we'll just see like what are the we'll just see introduction of this.
Okay.
Fine, and then
Yeah.
we'll go through this tool.
Mm.
Okay, tool, Blue Prism tool. Then we'll see what are the sections available in this
Okay.
Blue Prism, and we'll create some process,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll create like we'll go through some of the concepts in processable. Okay, so this thing will be doing in this session. Fine, so introduction, so I think it's enough, like what is
Mm-hmm.
Blue Prism, what is RPA and all. So you
Mm.
have some basic idea about it, right?
Yeah.
Correct. So coming to the tool, okay. So this is my Blue Prism tool. You can already installed this. Just give me one second. Hey, sorry.
You're fine, no problem.
Okay. So yeah, this is the tool, and I think you have already installed in your machine. Okay.
Mm. Yeah.
And okay, so let me just quickly go through each tab that we have in Blue Prism. We have like file tab. Okay, in file you can have like new, open, import, export. Okay, so what are the import and export, we can just go through that. First of all, what a new will do, it will create one process for you, and open if there is anything you want to open. Okay, that thing you can just open up. And import is something, whatever the releases you will be uh, exporting, okay, whole project or whole suite, that can be imported or exported. Okay.
So import in the sense like if we have
uh
like files and all, so that's what you're talking
yes,
about. Okay,
correct.
okay. Already existing files, right?
Yes, not file exactly, like in Eclipse we export the whole project, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then
Yeah.
we can import it in that Eclipse ID. The same thing we can do in this whole project will be imported and exported, right? We'll see.
Actually,
I'll show you.
if I'm okay, okay. What is import and export? You will tell
Yeah,
me. Okay, got it.
yeah. I'll show you for an example like how we can do that, and we can just send whatever the work we do, like whatever we have done, like process creation and object creation, that can be exported somewhere in a BP releases file, and that can be send across your team member. You can share with other members as well,
Okay,
and
okay.
they can use it. Fine.
Okay, once we extract it, right? Like export option, right? Once we
Yes.
create a process and all objects and all. So
Yes,
after that, we can export that and we can share with our team.
correct, correct. So
Okay.
whatever you work that you have done, you can share that across the team. Okay, so that's the funda here in import and export. Okay, we'll see in example in coming classes. Fine.
Mm-hmm.
And then coming to this home page, in home page you will find some graphical analytics. Okay, you can customize it according to your need, like which graphs you want, like total number of automation you have done, queues, largest database and table. So everything we'll see in coming sessions. Okay, it will have one class, like how to customize each and everything. Okay, you can do like minimize, maximize, you can do a lot of things with it.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. And how to what type of dashboard you want. This is kind of dashboard. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, dashboard. I know about dashboards.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, here you can just do and customize whatever according to your need. You can create one dashboard, and that will be available in your home page. Right.
Okay. So we'll be doing all the stuff in analytics, creating
Yes,
dashboards and
yes,
all.
that thing also will be doing. Okay.
Yeah.
In like in the mid of the sessions we have this class, we'll do that.
Okay.
Right. Then coming to the studio. So studio has like processes and objects. Okay, as I said, process or what we do in processes, all the logics that we want to write, or whatever the process we follow to write some logic. Like in Java we have some structure, right, to write some logic. Okay, there is like if condition, else condition, or something like that, for loop. Okay, so all the things we do, that can be placed in a process.
Process.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and what object contains, object is something like if you are working with some particular files. Suppose if you are working with Excel, Word, or maybe some web applications. Okay, so all the interactions or action things will be performing in the object section. Fine,
Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
got it. And
Yeah.
whatever logic will write to communicate with those objects, that is being present in the processes.
Process. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then we have control room. In control room, like there are a lot of things, session management, like there are a lot of things, we'll talk more about it. Session management, the advanced in the advanced sessions, it is like kind of end of the session, so we'll talk more about this. Session management, there is a queue management, active queues, what are the active queues, and scheduler. As I said, like we can schedule our process and objects as well. And we can have multiple bots which can work with multiple sessions. Like if you want to execute the same thing with your some colleagues machine as well, you can do it. Like you can see it's saying upstart PC is idle, or no sessions available, connection is yes, and it's connected, and that means it's available. You can run any process within this machine. I can have like multiple sessions as well. If I can
Mm-hmm.
install this BluePrism and connect it my SQL database. Okay, so that can be I can find like multiple bots available over here. I have only one bot available for me for the time being. Okay, I can have multiple bots as well, so
Okay.
that if I have like multiple processes, like 5 to 10 automation process, then I can run in parallel with the multiple, I can distribute it to the multiple sessions. Okay, or bots.
So you can execute in like a n number of machines, right?
Yes, like
The
some
process and
machines.
all.
Yes, some machines have like limitations. Like you can run according to your license, like how good your license is. Like if your license allow you 10 bot you can create, then you can do that. If your process or license, okay, so that depends like how costly your license is, or for how many bots you are buying that license. Okay, because
Okay.
Blue Prism also is a costly.
Mm-hmm.
Fine. So then retired says schedules, like if you want to uh, any schedule is being retired, like if you have a schedule something for today, and you can see that scheduled process in tomorrow. If you want to see, then that will be in a retired schedules because it's already
Okay,
com-
the schedules which are already
gone.
scheduled, those we can see in retired schedules.
Retired schedules, yes.
Okay.
Fine.
Yeah.
Schedules, like if you can want to schedule anything, you can schedule. We'll talk more about that. Just overview. I'm just showing you
Mm.
every
Okay.
details whatever present.
Mm-hmm.
You can do like abort. You can do something like stop. There is a descriptions. We'll talk more about it because a lot of things are present within each section.
Mm-hmm.
Then there is an analytics section. As I said, it is only for the dashboard purpose. You
Mm-hmm.
can in a home when
Customize
you,
it.
yes, customization, like whatever, uh, like from here you can see like whichever work we have done, like whole analytics you can get it from here, fine, from the
Okay.
dashboard, so that we can get a clear picture of the whole process, whole work, and which bot is working on which environment, or what is the run status, what is the pass status, everything we can get it from here, right? In
Mm-hmm.
analytics.
Okay.
Then you can see some dashboard. You can create default dashboard. You can create your own. We'll see more about that in the coming
Mm-hmm.
sessions. And here is the releases. Like if as I said, you can package whole releases. Like if you have like Selenium project in Eclipse, okay, you can just import it or export it.
Mm.
Uh,
Like we did before, right? The one or
yes,
OpenMR code. Yeah.
correct. You just share it to me, and that's the thing. Okay, that's how the releases works. Okay, we'll see like how we can package, how can
Mm-hmm.
we do some releases on that. Fine.
Okay. Yeah.
And there is a system. Okay, system. There are a lot of things available, and this is more important. Okay, you can see a lot of things. Depend if you are login with the admin. Okay, there
Mm-hmm.
are a lot of things like if you are logging with the admin credential, you will see everything, and there are a lot of things you can create multiple users as well. Okay, here you can see in security tab there are admin, because I have already signed in using admin credential, so you can see admin is there, and you can have access to all, like process, object, resources. Okay, so why it's so? Because admin do have everything. It has access to everything. He can delete or he can do modification in any thing. Okay, suppose someone, like if you have multiple resources, okay, someone only have to work on processes, like he only, his task is to do the development thing. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so you will give access to him only the processes part, not the object. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe process and objects. So these two sections have access. That guy can have access to this both process, but not all these things like audit, security. He cannot have access to change any password. He cannot have access to like change any settings. Okay, and
Mm-hmm.
he cannot give any deployment. He cannot import or export releases. So that thing can be customized according to your need. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and
Okay.
this thing, reporting, fonts, calendar, scheduler. Okay, setting licenses. So license you already have it.
Mm.
Without license you cannot have like this thing. It
Yeah.
will grayed out,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And workflows, like we can have workflows. It is more important thing when you run with multiple bots. Okay, multiple sessions, if you are want to run those things, we'll see like how it works,
Yeah.
right? Workflows,
Yeah.
and this tab, system tab, is more important than any other tab.
Oh,
Okay,
system
and
tab is more
yes,
important. Okay.
yes, because you can have access to all the processes, all the objects, whatever present in your machine. Okay, you can have
Mhm.
access to here. You can just run from here as well, like in which machine you want to run, that thing can be done. And whatever you want to do, everything can be done from here. Okay,
Mhm. Okay.
fine.
Yeah.
So this is the thing. This is all about this process. And we mostly will work with the studio. Okay,
Mhm.
and we yeah, for running we'll go to control.
For
uh,
scheduling and all, scheduling the
yes,
process
if you want to
when it
run,
has to be executed and all, we can do it in control, right?
control tab, correct. And if you are working with the multiple bots, you can do it. Or if you want to do some scheduling, then you can go and do it with the system tab, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Then coming to this studio tab, this is the most important, and we will be working with this, okay,
Okay.
most of the time.
Okay. Most of the time.
Yeah. So today we'll see only the process part,
Mhm.
like how to create a process, how to do the things correctly.
Mhm. Yeah.
We'll show you.
Yeah.
Okay. So how to create a process? You can create it from here. Let's see.
Mhm.
Okay. Select the process or business object. Click next.
Nice.
Okay. You'll create that. So let me create
Or
from
double
here.
click it.
Right click. Okay.
Create process.
Then create process. Fine, you
Process.
can create a group. We'll talk more about that group, what is group, etc. Create
Yeah.
the process. So you can see you have to give the process name, which process you want to uh, you can give any name, meaningful name, so that you can
Mhm.
have a very good understanding. Like we can say, for the time being, I can say addition.
Yeah. Addition.
Okay,
Addition of two
addition,
numbers.
addition, yep, addition up to number. I can say first of all demo, then we'll see
Hmm.
demo variable. What are the
Demo.
variables available? So that once we know about the variable, we can add them right in the next.
Yeah.
And then whatever you have entered the name, you need to describe about it, like what you have.
What does it
Those,
does?
yes, yes. So you can say this process is a simple addition demo, simple demo of addition. Okay,
Yeah.
I will written something now. Fine. So then finish. Okay, write the meaningful thing, whatever you want to write. Okay, within this time. Each time when you create any process or anything, you need to write those things. Okay, then
Mhm.
double click on that. One window will come up. So this is more important, and here you will work. This is the process studio. Fine, you can
Mhm.
see this is a process studio. It has a lot of things, a lot of UIs, and here
Mhm.
you will work. There is a start menu, there is a end menu.
Okay.
Sorry, it's like, what you can say, it's a starting
Like.
point and end point, something like that.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah.
So you can see here something is a link is there. So what does it mean? Okay, there is a pointer. Pointer means, suppose if once you click on this, you can see the cursor is changed. Okay,
Yeah.
so that means you can join the, or you can link the two things.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay. Mhm.
here into
By just dragging
that.
it.
Yes, just click on this first one and right click on this, and
Can you show me once again, please? How to
you
do?
okay, I'm just deleting it. Delete, one second. Okay, one second.
Dude, no, no need to worry, right? It's simple only, right? If you understand.
Yes, yes, simple. This simple.
I mean, like, if you take like Selenium, it's pretty easy done Selenium.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, it is pretty easy with Selenium. So I have deleted that one. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so you can
This is
see,
for me.
click on this link. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
click here, and press this mouse button, then drag and drop here. It will be
Okay.
connected start to
Yeah.
end. Like
Yeah.
flow diagram we do, like start, if something we have done flow diagram in our college days. Have
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
remembered?
Flow charts.
Flow
Yeah. Flow
charts.
chart. Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. In school days as well we do, right?
Yeah.
Addition, subtraction, or something like that. A lot of
Yeah.
things. Okay. So this is start end. You can see I can do something. Okay. So to remove this cursor sign, okay, you cannot do anything, because whatever do it will just uh, connect those links. So
Mm.
what you do,
Mm.
just click again the pointer. Okay. So
Okay.
the normal this thing will come up. Okay.
Mm.
Arrow. Okay.
So
The
if you
next,
click the pointer, it will go away again.
yes, if you
Okay.
click on this pointer, it will go away and it will the normal one. Right.
Okay. Yeah.
So these are the processes, like if else conditions or a lot of things. Okay,
Mm.
looping, there is a notes, there is an anchor, there's an end, there's an alert,
Mm.
there's exceptions as
Exception.
well, recover, resume.
Okay.
So whatever we have, okay, in our programming language like Java or any programming language, we have in picture form. Okay, we can
Mhm.
perform those things in this way as well. Like if you want to do iteration like for loop, we can have some data items, then we can have like collections as well. We can do that as well, right?
Okay.
We'll see like in coming sessions like how the things works like for loop and other things. Okay, for the time being we'll do something
Calculation. Something like
calculation. Yes, correct. Calculation will do. So for calculation, what we have to do, we have to write one thing. Let me just create one action class. Okay.
that.
My God. Okay, fine. So what I have to do is let me just create one data item. Okay. You can see there is a data item.
Data item
Yeah.
below. Yeah.
Yeah. Just click and drag and drop over here. Fine.
Okay.
This is
Mm.
a data item. Fine.
Yeah.
And you can see one more thing. Uh,
What data item you use for?
Data item is like variables.
Oh,
I'll show you.
variables.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. So that are the variable, and I can have one action class. Okay. So in action, we can do any action over here. You can want, if you want to display something, you can display here. Okay. So I have a drag and drop the data item. Let me just rename, double click on that. You can say something, X value. Okay. Data name is
Mhm.
X. Our
Okay.
description, you can want to give any description. This is a variable X, right?
Yeah.
And which type of data it is, like you can say date format or date time, flag means true false or something like that, number, text, time, which type of
Binary
data type. Okay, so I
number,
can
right?
number,
Yeah.
right? It is a
Yeah.
number. So if it is a number, then it will ask you like what is the initial value and what is the
Mhm.
current value. Fine.
Okay.
Let me give initial value as 5,
Yeah.
and exposure is something like a static environment session. I will talk more about it in the later session. What does it mean?
Mhm.
Like we have like global variable, local variable
Mhm.
in Java, right? So
Yeah.
similar kind of thing, exposure. We'll talk more about that.
Okay.
Fine. Just let me click on OK.
What is the current value? We didn't mention it.
Current value is something, if we want to you know add something after doing or performing any action. Fine.
Mm-hmm.
If the value changed, okay, we'll see like what is the now there is no current value. Let me run
Mm.
it once again. So how to display the value in action? Okay, just right click on that. Fine.
Right click on the action.
One second, this is the correct one. Business object. No. Sorry. 1 second. Fine. The action is not the correct one. Action, I'll
Mhm.
talk more about that in
Okay.
the next session. Okay, so in here we'll take the calculation stage. Okay, you can see here the calculation stage is there. Okay,
Mm.
just drag and drop over here, and here you can write addition or something.
Addition. Yeah.
Addition, yep. No problem. We can have like addition. Okay, so in this case you can do write some description. This is a description about uh, two number addition. Okay, fine. And here you can see the number that we have stored. You can see it is showing the plus sign. You
Mm.
can
Yeah.
expand it. You can see whatever we have put it that value x value you can find over here. Fine.
Mm. Mm.
And this value you can store here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, expression if you want to. Okay, add anything with this value. Fine.
Mm.
Plus 5. Okay, suppose I want to plus 2. If I want
Mm.
to do like this, so this is a variable symbol. That means in a square bracket it will be there. Okay, and if I want to store this thing with x as well, I can put it in x, or I can create one new variable as well. Okay, just click on this. It will create one new variable for you. Or okay, just give any name y. Okay, the addition.
Mm.
Okay, once we add 2 into that x value, and I'll be saving it in y.
Why? Okay.
Okay, you can
Mm-hmm.
just click on this.
Okay.
Fine, you can see there is that means that it is this. Okay, you can see there is a y value is there. Okay,
Yeah.
there is no value. Initial value is nothing. It's a number. Okay, it
Mm.
automatically it is being created because I have created using that that thing here.
Mm.
Once you click on this, okay, you can it will automatically create it, or you can create one data item here by drag and drop and just name it, and then you
Mm-hmm.
can assign that variable from here to here. Just drag
Okay.
from here and drop here. Okay.
Okay. So you need to drag Y to the store result
Yes,
in.
yes, I don't have to
Okay.
because I have already just right here, and just if you click on this button it will automatically create.
Okay.
Right. So
Yeah.
let's see, and I need to connect this value from start to here and from here to here, and we don't
So we
connect.
already created, I mean, we already connected, right? From the starting part.
Yes, but it was not connected to addition, right? It was connected to start to end only, not the
Mm-hmm.
addition. You cannot skip like from start to end only. You need to connect start to addition, then addition to end.
And okay. Uh-huh.
Fine.
Yeah.
Now let's run it, and this is the reset button. Each time when you run, just first click on this reset button so that it will the control will go to the start menu. Then you can
Mm-hmm.
run it from here.
Okay. Every time we run, we need to click on
You can
reset.
see the value of y is being changed to 7.
Yeah.
Did you observe that? Let me just show
Yeah.
you once again.
What's the value of X we given?
Value of x we gave 5, right? Initial value was 5.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
see here it was 5. If I give 7, okay, initial value anything you can give. Okay, initial value is 7, and reset it, and y value is nothing. So what should be the y value?
You given like X plus 2, right?
2. Yeah,
Okay. It would be 9 then.
9, right? So let me run it.
I mean, you click to reset.
Yeah, first click on the reset because it's in end. If you run it, it will not run. Okay.
Yeah.
First, the control should go to the start menu. So for that,
Mm.
I need to click on this reset button. Fine.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
then click on this button, and the result is
9.
9. And you can do the same thing. Okay. If you have some value, suppose y also have some initial value, because current value is 9. You can see after evaluating, there is some value called, okay, you can see here it has current value is also 7. You understood? After running, okay,
Mm.
when the control is from start to end, you can see the current value as well. Just right click on that, and you can find the current value is 7. And
Okay.
here also the current value is 9.
Okay. Mm.
Fine.
Yeah.
uh, what I was talking, yeah. So we can do like, I can do something like that. Let my initial value is here, 3. Okay, it's a number type.
So y value will be 3.
Yes, y value we set 3. Let's see, it's
Okay.
showing 3.
Yeah.
And the x value is 7.
Mm.
Let's see, initial value is 7. Okay,
Mm. Mm.
now if I write something like that, x, okay,
Plus y.
bracket y, because it's a variable.
Mm.
And
Plus y.
I'll be yes, I'll be storing it in
Storing
y.
in z.
Z or y also we can save. Initial value
Okay.
of y, okay, let me just show you. X value is 7,
Yeah.
and y value was
2.
2, right? Or
Yes.
3.
Mm.
3,
Mm.
maybe 3. Okay, 7 plus 3, if I do this operation, 7 plus 3 would be
10.
10. So y value would be, I'll be saving that 10 into y.
Okay.
Okay, let's see, let's run it. So y value now is 3, is x value is 7. Let's run it. You can see y value is 10.
10. Okay. Yeah.
If we
Got it.
if I just click on that, you can see the initial value was 3, the current value was 10.
Yeah.
Got it? Was the current value, and what is initial value?
Yeah.
Fine.
Initial value is means the initialization of any
Initial,
variable.
yes,
Current value means the one which we have stored into.
stored into that. After operation, whatever the value is being stored, that is called the current value.
Yeah.
Fine.
Yeah.
Then we can do many more things, like we can do like addition, like we can do subtraction.
Take
uh,
one more variable like x plus y plus z also.
yes, that can be done. Okay, anything, like it's programming language, we can do anything. Okay, for
So
that,
we'll
what
take.
I have to do, I can create one more variable for that. Okay,
Mhm.
let me create one more variable, like z over here,
Mm.
and just click on this, it will create one z for me.
Yeah.
Okay, and just what I'll do, I'll just drag and drop over here. Okay, so
Mm.
the initial value, let's see what's the initial value of z over here. There
Okay.
is nothing. Okay,
Yeah.
so let's assume, or I can take it as a 5. Initial value as a 5. Fine.
Mm.
So the value would be, an addition would be stored in the z now.
Can I
Or
take it like one more calculation and put z into that?
you mean to say I can
I
take
mean data
any,
item.
yeah, sum. Let me create one sum, so x y z's value will be saved into sum.
Yeah.
Fine. Let
Mm.
me create that. Let me do it. So you can see, you'll be observing over here was the sum value. Fine. Let me reset. You can see the initial value of all. X is 7, y equal to 3, z equal to 5. So it would be 15 over
Is
here.
it the data item?
Which one?
this
Sum.
rhombus kind of thing. Is it a data item?
Data item, yeah, that means a
Okay,
variable.
okay.
We are storing the variable onto that data item. Fine. Let me reset, then run it. You can see the sum is 15 now.
Yeah, 7 XYZ, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
got it.
So where did you create this sum?
Sum in addition, because this is the main stage we do the calculation, right? This is a
So we need to
calculation
double
stage.
click that one. Okay, okay.
Yes,
Store
double
result
click on
in.
that,
Okay, okay.
and all the expression in expression area, you need to write whatever logic you want to write. Like if you want to do
Hmm.
any, addition, subtractions, or anything you want to do, you can do it from here.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Fine.
Yeah.
And after that, you can save those value in some variable like this.
Mm.
Maybe it's sum, maybe some other value if you want to create anything. Okay. And one more thing, you can validate whatever expression you have done, you have written. You can just validate those. Like you have a validate. It will say this expression is valid. If you write something like this, if you write y, let's see, let's evaluate. Okay, it will
Validate.
say your expression does not appear to be a valid. Why? Because data item must be between this bracket,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
text must be between this whatever call double quote. Okay, if you are writing any string value,
Yeah, yeah.
then that should be in
In the
the
square brackets,
yeah, string value should be in
double
this
quotes.
double quotes. Okay, and if
Yeah.
it is numeric and variable type, then you need to write in the square bracket.
Okay.
Right. So that's what we use of validate. Like before executing, we just run this validate. If it is a valid result, you can see
Mm-hmm.
the
The
expression
expression
is
is.
valid, right? And evaluate expression also, you can get it from here. Okay, you can take any initial value, because you already know the initial value is this. Okay,
Mm.
just to test, you can test the number. Okay,
Okay.
for testing purpose, there is evaluation. Okay,
Evaluate expression.
okay,
Okay.
before
Okay.
running this from here, you can get it corrected in evaluate expression as well.
Okay.
Fine.
Yeah.
You can, if you write a text, it will say the addition or whatever the expression you have written. Okay, you can write something, anything you can write
Mm-hmm.
here. You can get the output as a number type, and it's a 15.
Mm-hmm.
Fine.
Yeah.
Good. Then we have something. Okay, fine. So this is done, or any doubt on this? This is done,
Uh,
right?
Actually, I'm clear right now.
Hmm.
So tomorrow, like
Practice it.
in office, I'll just practice all the thing what you said, so
Hmm.
that it'll be easy, right, for the
Uh,
next class and all. Yeah, I'll do that.
Fine.
Because in the office, I don't. I'll be having no work, I guess. So I'll be practicing this thing, whole thing again and again,
Yes, yes.
so that I can get perfect in this. How to
Correct,
use this and all. How to initialize value. How to store value. So that
correct,
I'll get some idea, right? How to
correct,
do, and
correct,
I'll do that. Yeah.
correct. Okay. And one
Yeah.
more thing I'll be covering today.
Mm.
Okay. And that is decision making, like if else condition we write.
Yeah.
Okay. So for
Yeah.
that, we have our decision making
Yeah. We
thing
have it
here.
in, yeah,
Okay. You
decision.
can see here.
Mm.
And
Yep.
this thing I can write here.
Mhm.
Okay. So any
Again, we need
decision.
to put the link, because you said like if we add like
Yes,
anything, we
yes.
need to
You can
link
see.
it.
You can see. I'm just putting over here only. I can just put
Mhm.
here. Okay. It is connected through addition to end. There is no connection between decision and end, right?
Yeah.
There is no decision. There is no link. So for that, what I can say, something decision one. I can say check. Okay.
Mm.
Check sum.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I can say after this sum, if sum is less than or greater than maybe uh, 15. If sum is greater than 15, okay,
Mm.
then it will end. Expression is valid, you can see. Okay, or
Mm-hmm.
here you can write
The
tidy.
sum should be greater than 15.
This is uh, what you can say. This is a validation for summation. Fine.
Yeah.
Just click on OK
Mm-hmm.
and just link this thing. Fine.
Okay.
From here
Mm-hmm.
to here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And
Yeah.
here to here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now
If
it
it
will
is
be valid.
S, that means S means if it is greater than 15.
Hmm.
Okay. Sum is greater than 15. Then only it will go to end. If it is not,
Okay.
then what we'll do? We'll
7, 8, 9,
if we
10,
want to
11,
do
12, 13,
something.
14.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we want to do something, then it will go and check here again and again. Okay.
Yeah.
So something we can do, like what we can do? Mhm. One second. We can uh, add the variable, some variable. Uh, okay. If it is no, then I can say data variable, data item. Where is that data item? Yeah, this one. Okay. Data item is there, and here I can say
No.
here I'll be writing is a name is a number
String.
type. I can take the initial value is nothing. It's a sum. No sum. Okay.
Can you just open data type once?
Which one? This one?
Yeah. Open it.
Yep.
And data type, can you give it as a string?
Yes, because it is a numeric type, you cannot add a numeric type with the
String.
string type, right?
Okay. Okay.
It
Yeah.
will give you an error. You can take as a password, so it will be in mask. You cannot see,
Mm-hmm.
and you can take this time span. You can take the image. You can take anything. It's a data type.
Mm-hmm.
Fine.
Okay.
Fine. Let me delete it. Let me run it again. So if
Reset.
it is okay, so you can see something like this. If it is end, or if this sum is not greater, you can have another end. You can see I can have one end. We can have multiple ends as well, right?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
You can see if it is not greater than 15, then it will come here. If it is greater than 15, it will come here. Got it?
Okay. How it is coming like yes and no?
Yes or no? Okay, it will check if the sum is
Okay.
greater than 15. Okay, that means yes. Sum is greater because it's a decision
Some will
section.
be some will be 15 only, right? So it's not greater than 15, right?
Yes. So let's see. If it is not greater than, then it automatically will come to here. No,
No.
correct. So
Yeah.
it should come to this end.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's reset it,
Mm-hmm.
run it,
Yeah.
working as expected, right?
Yes.
Fine. So this is how this thing works. Like if
Mm-hmm.
it is yes, then it will come to this end. If I change this, if it is less than, I can say
It will come to this end,
yes.
left
It
side
should
end. Yeah.
it should come here. Let's see. Oh, because it's a equals, right? I have written less than. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I should have written less than or equals.
Mm-hmm.
Fine.
Yeah.
Let's say which and where it should go. Yep, this is coming to here. Fine,
Hmm. Yeah.
because it's satisfying the first condition. If say if it is satisfying, then it will go to this section, and if it is not, then it will come to here.
Hmm. Okay.
First, we'll check if it is yes. If it is yes, then it will come here in this section. If it is not, then it will go to here and it will
Okay,
end.
got it. Yep.
Fine.
Yes.
So I think you should practice like so that you can have a more clarity on this. I'll be recording this session. I have
Yeah.
already recorded, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
You already recorded it. Yeah.
Yep. And one more thing, you just go through this thing, okay, and you can have a very good clarity on this.
Okay.